Well, we're just going to do this. Got my life alert button on. I wonder if they deliberately make the button red in the event of an emergency. Now, this is a typical day. It's what, 9:30? I get up anywhere between 8:30 and 9:30 every morning. Bonnie's out right now. And if no one's home, I put on my life alert button, have my coffee, pop my meds, work out the kinks in my body. And it's what I call a day in the life of a dead man walking. When you know you've got cancer, it's at a stage 4. You know, all the things that can go wrong. You pretty much think about it every day. So after watching a little bit of news, which I'll get to in another episode, because I'm going to try to do these consistently every day until I can do them no more. But just give you a profile on how I'm living my life in my final days, which is what they are. Get online, I go to Facebook, check out the things people have said throughout the day and night from yesterday, because I'm usually offline about 5 in the evening. Sometimes I'll pop back on, but I'm off by 5. And I'll have my coffee, a donut, some strudel, whatever food is in there. We have our refrigerator in our bedroom, a little refrigerator. And I'll unwind before I go up and greet Nico for the morning. He's probably still sleeping. So I'll let him stay asleep before I go upstairs and make some breakfast. And this is it. This is it. I did want to, I've been thinking about doing this for probably the last year. I've been really wanting to do this so I could leave something behind as part of my legacy, my limited legacy, about what it's like to have cancer. Obviously you live with those fears of knowing that one day it's going to catch up with you and there's not going to be anything you can do about it. But we stay pretty positive. Bonnie keeps me motivated. This is her spot in the morning. She'll come out here while I'm sleeping and read her inspirational books and probably pray a lot for me. But yeah, I wanted to discuss it. I really have carrying a heavy weight about this upcoming election. I have this feeling, and it just overwhelms me sometimes that Hillary Clinton is going to be elected the next president of the United States. I feel like the electorate isn't really taking a close look at one man in particular, even though his numbers are looking good, and that's Ben Carson. He's an honest individual. He's got a pretty clean slate with the exception of that one incident where he almost stabbed a guy when he was a kid. And some schmuck-ass news reporter brought it up the other day. And he tried to murder somebody. Fortunately, it didn't happen, and he went on to become an incredible neurosurgeon. He's a great thinker. He's an honest thinker, and you can see how the media, them slime balls and liberal media, are trying to rip him down to shreds and expose him for anything that would disrupt his current status, which is a high ranking in the polls, according to what I've been hearing. And the anatomy of politics. I wish people should just grasp all this bullshit that media puts in our faces to distract us, so that we don't take time to smell the cheese, so to speak. I hope they do this time, because anyone out there that can doubt that Barack Obama has damaged this country has something seriously wrong with him. Just look at his record. Look at our status around the world. Look at the deficit, which is approaching $20 trillion, which most of us can't even imagine. And I'm going to discuss those things too. Each day is part of this the dead man walking. Just things in my life. And I think I'm going to keep reaching out in hopes of changing just one person's mind about not putting that lady in office, Hillary Clinton. I just don't get why people can't see beyond her facade. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So let's see. Jasmine, Julia likes a post I put. And let's see what Harry. My sister. Very glad you're doing good. Honey, I always said Polacks are like cockroaches. You can't kill them. Just kidding. So luckily for all of us who love you, you're not going anywhere yet. Yay, which means I get to see you in 2016, I hope. Yeah. I'm hoping to be around for that election. If I am, I've decided I am going to vote. I'll be 67, and it'll be the first time in my life that I have ever voted. And I'm really staying on top of Ben Carson, because I want to make sure I know the man as much as possible. I think we owe that to ourselves, to know the candidate that you're going to vote for exclusively as if he's part of your family. You owe it to your children. You just do, man. It's so important, because it's their future too. And if I'm around in 2016, I'm definitely going to vote. And it's looking right now like I'm going to vote for Ben Carson. Pretty solid on that. Okay, that, honey, again, a video I was tagged in. Oh, the dear penis video. I've seen that. That goes back years ago. And then I'll just do I'll check my emails. Most of it's bullshit. Occasionally I do post things on Twitter. And they're radical. I can be pretty radical, pretty nasty in my comments. Especially to Hillary. If you heard some of the things I've said to that, which you wouldn't believe it, but I don't like the woman, and I'm a pretty good judge of character when it comes to people, even though my character hasn't been the best in my life. One of the things as you get older is you definitely get wiser, and that woman there, just even now I feel like crawly things are coming out of my skin. Anyway, an update on my condition would probably be appropriate now, because again, it's been over a year since my diagnosis with stage 4 prostate cancer, and my PSA levels are down to an acceptable level. I'm still on the hormone treatments, which basically keep cancer at bay. So the cancer is dormant right now, and how long that'll stay in effect is anybody's guess, because I'm not really following a rigid diet. I'm eating a lot of sweets. I think the drugs are responsible for that. I'm taking one of the stronger narcotics out there, hydromorphone, which is a pretty potent opiate. So I don't know how long I'm gonna be around, but as you can see, it's always in the front of your mind, that you're, but I'm grateful to be here today, definitely grateful for that. And I try to seize on that throughout the day, whether it's cleaning, cooking, definitely playing with Nico because he brings me a lot of inspiration and joy. And with Bonnie, I have lots of good conversations. The woman's a conversationalist extraordinaire. She can jib-jab, but I love her for it because she's also a constant inspiration. She tries to keep me on my toes when it comes to feeling down about it. And we talk about the fact that I'm going to die. Well, she knows she's going to die. You live with death every day. It becomes a more intimate situation. See, did I forget anything in this opening video? I don't think I did. And sure, a lot of things you're going to see are boring, but hey, it's gonna give you an insight into what I'm doing. And if you care, watch it. If not, shut it off. And I will be offering my political views, and sometimes they're going to get nasty because I'm really worried about the future. Never have I felt this way before. And I've been really paying attention to politics, really paying attention to them, not just in fleeting, watching a broadcast, paying attention to them. I read articles like crazy about the candidates. I watch them on TV, I watch their body language, every bit of it, I watch it all. I take it in. And I look for signs from Hillary that maybe there is a human being beyond that facade that she puts up, but I just don't believe there is. She's an evil, power-hungry witch who cares nothing at all about us. Like most of the people in media, in Hollywood, they don't care about us. They want our dollars. That's all that matters to them is dollar bills, dollar bills. Okay, so I got a lot of bullshit mail here, most of which I'll just delete, send to the trash. With that said, I'm gonna shut this first video down. I'm gonna review it and see if it's something I really want to pursue. Until the next one, thanks for engaging me, and have a really good day. And I mean that, have a really good day. It may be overcast, but it's a day that you have. So enjoy it and make the best of it. Especially love your children. Love them and love them more. That said, I'll see you the next time. Love you all too.